made and seconded that we accept Tony as emergency management coordinator. All in favor? Opposed?
This was new to
Not at all, was it?
a new business still.
No, that was a request you sent to me. I have 5 days to respond to it.
Okay, but I had asked to put that for DEP cleanup for the T-Wall.
Right, and I told you tonight, I didn't have time to, the agendas were already printed up and ready to go, and
Well,
I
we
said
need to
you could
discuss
bring it
that.
up.
I've got here what I said to Laura was, well, I'll read the whole letter then tonight, and then we can discuss the DEP thing. This is a letter I sent to Laura. I said, Dear Laura, it was to Laura Travis, Rucker Borough Secretary. Please bring the paperwork that I asked for the bridge and wall project in full in the April council meeting. Also needed are all signed documents for the 06 flood of state of emergency. Please put on the agenda DEP debris cleanup for the 10 T-walls. This must have immediate attention this month. As Secretary and Treasurer of Strucker Borough, you have no right to withhold letters, correspondence, etc. from Councilman Gursky, Mayor, and the public. If this is not your decision to do so, please inform me in writing whose decision this is and why. Example, Ken Rao, FEMA. Sincerely, Jack Downton, Mayor of Strucker Borough. What about the DEP? You guys want to discuss that?
Do you have any correspondence from DEP on that?
Yeah. Attorney Bouget had it. We gave it to him last month.
You've turned all the correspondence you have over to Bouget.
Exactly. That was the second report.
May I read your letter, please? Thank you.
Now, after talking to Chris Kulik, which is the inspector that came up from DEP, he reminded me that it was, I do believe it was somewhere around a year or so, that he had come up and give the first report to move the T-wall. And he said this was the second report and he would really like to see action on this. And I said at that point there was a lot of ice in the creek, and if we could have a month or two to hold off until the creek's cleared up to get the debris out, and he was more than willing to work with us. But he said he would like to see some action done so they didn't have to take this any further. And what I had give last month was that with the T-wall washing out, it was within our 10-year agreement that the previous council had put in there in the 10-year agreement that we would maintain that wall. And when that had washed out, it was within our 10-year agreement. I mean, this borough has to do something without getting a fine or going farther in trouble.
Well, that's what I was asking. Do you have a letter stating what you just said?
That went to come to Chris Kulik, and I give Laura.
Yeah,
That was
say
a
what you
violation,
you
you don't
either
have
got it-
anything new since then.
But does Bouget have it?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
you said
Yes.
last
So,
meeting
he
that you
has-
would give us 2 months. It's only been a month.
Right.
You said you bought us 2 months.
That was last month.
Yeah.
You got last
1
month and
month.
this month. Now we need action on it because you let it go next month, you're going to be in your
And
third
how-
month, Fred.
Well, how do you know there's likely 10 T-walls?
Because that's what's on the
What
report.
are you talking about, 10 T-walls? 10 sections or what?
10 sections of T-wall. Says restricting the flow of water, I think is about how it was on the...
Those were in the letter that they sent Mayor Andy Bennett this time last year, telling you to get it out of the creek.
Public comment.
Well, he's confused on where the information came
No,
from.
Okay, let me clarify
I
that.
was just asking Jack. That's
See,
all.
Andy started this project, and he was with the mayor. And then, this is why I just got the letter out of, just came to me in just a letter, just come in an envelope, and it said it was addressed to me, and it was in care of Mayor Jack Downton. So since Andy went on, and I'm the mayor, now I took on responsibility.
Why isn't the council getting these letters?
Mayor is responsible for public safety.
Exactly.
And the council isn't?
He's directed.
Apparently not, because the T-wall is still sitting there after about 14 months.
What's the public safety issue on the T-wall?
It's restricting the flow of water, it could cause more damage.
Flooding into the borough.
Like taking that house out, or, I mean, there's just a number of things.
Washington Road.
Leave it.
That about any big rock in the creek.
Huh?
You see that about any big rock in the creek.
Well, this is actually something that the council is responsible for.
No, yours?
Didn't, Jared, didn't, this was brought up at the last council meeting, and actually I think the meeting before that, with Attorney Bouget about the sections of the T-wall. You know, obviously it was in his hands, he was handling it, but if it would make Jack feel more comfortable as a public safety commissioner for the borough, we could fax him a reminder stating that, you know, was brought up to the attention at the April meeting, that the sections of T-wall are still kind of it's an outstanding project that we haven't get done. Where do we stand on it, and wait back to hear from him? Because it was in his hands, and, you know, we should really follow up on that.
Okay.
So, I mean, I could make a motion reflecting that, is that okay? I mean, is that something?
Might be a good
I'll make a motion that we fax him a letter, you know, a notice, actually, what's today? Wednesday, if we can do it tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah.
Just a reminder about the sections of T-wall and Chris Kulik and DEP, and then, you know, where do we stand on it, and wait back. I'm asking for maybe 5 days to respond.
You made that motion?
Yeah, that's right.
I second it.
Hey, when Renee sold that place, she got $60,000 for it.
A motion made and second that we send a letter to Mr. Boucher to follow up on this T-wall. All in favor? Opposed?
Opposed because I feel Mr. Boucher tells this council only what it wants to hear, and and within his opinion, he manipulates the truth.
All I'm gonna add to that is how many times has Mr. Bouger handled this? How much does it cost the borough already for legal counsel?
He's already handling it, we're just reminding him that we need to get a
That's
decision.
what I'm saying. How many?
You're old.
He's handling, why should we,
Okay, I got one more thing under new business.
Pardon?
I got one more thing under new business.